disingenuous and not give credit to my political heritage. So of course there's genetics there. You know, my great grandfather was one of the founders and the secretary of one of the first political parties in Belize, a party called the National Party. They were a pro-British party, probably rolling over in his grave because I'm an anti-monarch. You know, I nothing personal. I just, you know,
It's evolution.
Don't believe in colonizers, and I don't think that we should be revering them. But he was pro-British, and you know, Barrow. I've never gotten this confirmed, but you know, Thomas Barrow was the commander of the British Army when we fought, you know, our definitive battle 225 years ago, the Battle of St. George's Key. So I'm sure that, you know, all of us got our names from, you know, the slave owners that impregnated, you know, our matriarchs. So my great grandfather was the district commissioner of Belize district, and there were only a few districts in Belize, and he was the district commissioner, and then he became the founder and secretary of the National Party that merged with the Honduran Independence Party that became the United Democratic Party, which I'm now the leader of. And my grand uncle was the first leader of the United Democratic Party when it all merged. But I grew up in Brooklyn, so I didn't grow up.
Did you have any, when you were growing up, did you, because that is a rich history in terms
a very
of
rich history, and my mom, this is patriarchal, and then obviously my father was a prime minister of Belize,
and that's what we were
for where they were. And but my mother, her brother was a minister in my father's government, one of the longest serving ministers, most successful ministers ever. But I didn't grow up in that, you know.
Did you hear about it?
Of course, I knew about it, but you know, that had no impact on me because I was growing up in Brooklyn, and we were trying to figure out how to survive. So we weren't the beneficiaries of any cronyism or nepotism. Nobody was sending any money to Brooklyn, and we weren't living a life of opulence, as is the case with many politicians, where they hide their money offshore, and you know, they have these big mansions in Miami and New York, et cetera, et cetera. Not for us. And so, you know, I grew up frustrated, and I grew up, you know, there was resentment there because I didn't have the relationship that, you know, I thought I should have with my dad. And so I grew up on my own. So I didn't grow up wanting to be like him. I didn't grow up wanting to be a politician. I just grew up, you know, wanting to be someone.